Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Crypto Editor UK. My name is Michael, and as always, we'll be bringing you the very latest in price, hype and speculation in the wonderful world of crypto assets. So in today's episode, we'll be looking at four things. The first being the current awareness of crypto in the UK. The second being the Bitcoin price so far in 2020. The third thing will be the upcoming Bitcoin Halving event, which will take place on May 13th. And the fourth thing will be the 5 cryptos which we previously brought to you in our previous videos. So stay tuned for all of that. And as always, if you like this type of content, please remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And without any further ado, let's jump straight in right after this. Alright then, let's jump straight into this article. What is and how is crypto awareness being raised in the UK? So first off, we're looking at the Premier League, which is UK's premier football competition. So you've got loads of football leagues across the world. The Premier League now, Watford F.C. have put the Bitcoin logo on their kit, and they accept payments in BTC, which is a major awareness there. So as you can see here, the Bitcoin BTC symbol will now appear on the shirt sleeve of Watford Football Club. Players and the team will also accept the cryptocurrency for merchandise purchases, which is a great step in the way of actually introducing that into the mainstream. The football club announced in a post on its website published on September 12th that the famous Bitcoin B logo will be featured in the players' uniforms as a result of the club partnership with Bitcoin betting platform sportsbet.io. So again, the whole point of this is raising the public awareness of Bitcoin in the UK. And again, I would say that this is a very key way of doing that, especially with the Premier League, which is broadcasted all around the world. It's a way of getting the public's attention on the whole rise of Bitcoin. Here you can see it reads, the crypto community have been hugely supportive of us since we began, so putting the Bitcoin logo on the sleeve felt like a fun way to give something back whilst also showing them our support. Now that's the head of marketing, sportsbet.io, Justin LeBrock. So I mean, he believes that they're now giving back in terms of actually putting that be on the shirt, and again, it's an amazing way. And just in the beginning, I mean, Watford is not one of the top teams in the Premier League by any counts, but again, the fact that they are being broadcasted all around the world makes it such a vital way to promote Bitcoin and put it again on the forefront of people's minds. Again, we will now switch to a new banking account here, which is headed by the former head of technology at Barclays Bank. And we are looking at the new bank here called Ziglu. So this Ziglu, the company, cryptocurrency bank, eyes a 2020 debut. So Mark Ibbotson, as I said, is the former head of Barclays, shared his plans of launching a new digital banking venture dubbed Ziglu in the UK in 2020. So Ziglu will be a UK bank account available for individuals and businesses who essentially want to get into cryptocurrency and crypto assets. So again, look out for that one. It's a UK-based company, so again, big things happening in the UK for cryptocurrency. And finally, we'll be looking at Revolut. So Revolut itself is something that I can confirm and attest to using. It's an amazing resource. So essentially what you have here, similar to what Ziglu are doing, they offer you the opportunity to have a bank account. You can use it to transfer funds abroad and vice versa. And also you can actually use the card abroad, and there are a broad spectrum of currencies available on the platform. And also it gives you the opportunity to buy the top 5 crypto assets, which are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, XRP. It allows you to do those, to buy those on the app, on the mobile phone app. I've been using the app now for the last year or so. It's a brilliant way of being able to transfer one currency to another. So from your British pounds to your euros. So when I went to my recent trip to Hamburg, I was able just to convert my British pounds into euros without any issues, without having to pay fees at the post office or at Marks and Spencer's at their currency exchange desk. It was very easy to use, and also it gives me the full control of my cryptocurrency, and it's instant. So for me to exchange from, for example, British pounds to Bitcoin, it's an instant transfer, just like that. It's not there are minimal fees, but again, I would encourage you to do your research. Check Revolut out. It's a UK-based company. So it launched in July 2015. It's headed up by these two gentlemen here. So you've got Vlad Yatsenko and you've got Nikolai Storonsky. And yeah, I mean, essentially what it is, it's a smartphone app revolutionizing currency exchange. So excellent resource here to use, and I'd recommend it. I've used it myself and I've not had any issues with them at all. Now what we're going to move on to is the tale of the script today. So the Bitcoin price so far in 2020 compared to other assets, for example. We will see that Bitcoin had a strong start to 2020, and the price of Bitcoin was at a bottom in December of 2019, and this was approximately $6,000. It then rallied to over $10,000 at the beginning of the year, and this was amidst rumors of war, World War III, when there was the Iran and USA conflict and issues. Forbes magazine came in with this of Bitcoin fell to lows of 8,500 per Bitcoin on the Luxembourg-based Bitstamp exchange yesterday evening, after touching 10,000 just last week and wiping around 30 billion from the Bitcoin's value. So again, this goes to show the volatility of Bitcoin and the volatility of crypto assets in general. Of course, once people get past the volatility aspect of it and understand the usability and the store of value and the technology behind Bitcoin and the blockchain, then I think once people get past that whole, oh my god, it's gone down 30% today, and for example, then people understand the value and the way moving forward the whole world will be using digital assets to to exchange and to make payments, and it'll just become a part of our regular everyday lives. Now following February, now moving on to March, and March, as we all know, brought around the recent pandemic, and with that, the markets all over the world took a major battering. So we're talking about the stock markets, we're talking about the fiat markets, we're talking about all of the markets that took a battering, and there was the proverbial blood on the streets, and with that blood on the streets, Bitcoin itself also took a major dump, and there was an somewhat expected correction, and Bitcoin reached a low at one point of approximately $4,000. So going back just a month before, where it was $8,500, and a month to March, where it fell to almost $4,000, you can see that almost 50% of the value of the Bitcoin was wiped off. But again, that corresponds with what was happening in the fiat markets, what was happening in the stock market, etc. This was not just a one-off. However, on the date of recording today, approximately Bitcoin price is at $6,900, so just under $7,000. May 13 is a key date because May 13 is what we call the Bitcoin Halving. So let's see where we are today. So as of today's date, we are at April 10. So we're looking at just over over 30 days, and here we are. We've got the Bitcoin block reward halving countdown. So we have 32 days until we are expected to have the Bitcoin halving. And some may ask, what is the Bitcoin halving? And I'll explain that for you now. So the halving event is it's a part of Bitcoin's coin issuance. Miners are rewarded a certain amount of Bitcoins whenever a block is produced. So approximately a block is produced every 10 minutes. After every 210,000 blocks are mined, approximately every 4 years. So we are now approaching. We've had two halvings, so one in 2016 and one in 2012. So we are now approaching the point where 210,000 blocks are being mined. The block reward halves and will keep on halving until the block reward per block becomes 0. So this will happen approximately in the year 2140. So as of now, the block reward is 12.5 coins per block and will decrease to 6.25 coins per block post the halving. So this is happening on May the 13th. That being said, when there is a reward, there is a halving in the reward, there will also mean there possibly could be an increase in the price of Bitcoin. So where we're sat today at approximately $7,000 US, historically the price of Bitcoin in the past two halving events has seen a steady increase pre-halving. So in the next 32 days or so, hopefully we'll be looking to see a steady price increase. So from between 7 to approximately 10 or 11k, a steady price increase, and then post the halving event, we'll be looking to see a parabolic price rise. So this is, when we're saying post, we're looking at anywhere between 6 to 18 months after the halving. So again, in 2016 we had the halving, and then let's say a year later, in December 2017, you saw the price of Bitcoin reach an all-time high of almost £20,000. So again, if you got in at the right time, you'd bought in somewhere, for example, you bought in at £4,000 and then you cashed out at £20,000, that would have seen a significant return on your initial investment. So it's always worth looking at this Bitcoin halving event, and it's always worth noting that anywhere between 6 to 18 months after this halving event on May 13th, we will be looking at a considerable price increase. We'll probably be looking at signaling a new bull run, which will be great for the whole market. And finally, guys, I just wanted to go through the videos that I've put up. So obviously the channel's pretty new, very brand new. I've not had the opportunity to sit down and work on that. I've been working on a day job. However, with the current circumstances, with the current isolation, I found the time to sit down and provide this content, because I believe that at this point it's so vital and it's so important to have the knowledge of what blockchain is, what Bitcoin is, what the other cryptocurrencies are, what digital assets are. And as I've explained before, I'm writing a paper on crypto assets and digital assets, which I'll be sharing with you, and the points that I'm making in there. This channel is dedicated to doing that, and what I wanted to do was just finally to go back and to show you so not just Bitcoin. So we've discussed it. This is my channel. So again, very new channel, just to discuss where we are in terms of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king of the coins. However, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of alternative cryptocurrencies. Now, what I've done is I've identified 5 key coins which we should all be looking at, because they may be able to bring about I suppose a transfer of wealth. At the moment, Bitcoin may be something that most people can't afford to buy into, where one coin is worth £5,000. However, if we're looking at these other coins here, we've got XTZ, which is currently at $1. You've got Stellar Lumens XLM, you have Zcash, ZEC, you have Basic Attention Token, BAT, and you have OX, which is ZRX, which are other coins which are identified, which everyone should keep a close eye on, because with browser, BAT, the Basic Attention Token, I'm actually using the browser now. So the way it works is you have, this is the actual browser itself. So no, I'm no longer using Google Chrome or anything like that. I've actually switched to using Brave browser because it does give rewards, and the rewards are you get cryptocurrency every time you log in. So as I've been doing now, just all the windows I've got open, any ads, and it saves you on ads, and pop-ups are blocked and things that you don't, and cookies and all that sort of thing now, which is all about privacy. All these things are blocked off. So this helps you, but also you get paid for all these things for using just the browser. So it's an amazing piece of kit. I've been using it so far. I've accrued I think up to 6 BAT in tokens, and again, that is not much, but if the price does go up in the market, then obviously how much I have will reflect the price increase. So what I have now could go up significantly, and I would urge you to download Brave browser. It's free. Again, it protects your privacy. It looks out for you against cookies and pop-up blockers and all that sort of thing. So get on board, jump on this. Keep looking out for further videos. Again, all very new to the whole thing, the whole setup. I've been delaying getting onto it and just cracking on. But now I'm in a position, like I've said, we're all in a position, we have a bit of spare time. So I mean, jump on whatever you want to do, or whatever you've been putting off for a while. I'd urge you to do the same. But for now, thank you so much for logging into the video. I'll leave a link to these videos, as I said, and see you soon.